Llevo no sé cuánto tiempo pidiendo una entrevista con Nayib Bukele. ¿Usted me pudiera ayudar? ¿O el presidente no da entrevistas a periodistas independientes extranjeros?
No sé, no conozco cuál es su agenda con relación a los periodistas.
Yo me adapto cuando él quiera, me adapto.
Bueno, pues es cuestión de llamarlo y usemos este medio para hacerle la invitación.
Llevo no sé cuánto tiempo pidiendo una entrevista con Nayib Bukele. ¿Usted me pudiera ayudar? ¿O el presidente no da entrevistas a periodistas independientes extranjeros?
No sé, no conozco cuál es su agenda con relación a los periodistas.
Yo me adapto cuando él quiera, me adapto.
Bueno, pues es cuestión de llamarlo y usemos este medio para hacerle la invitación.
Wow! President, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Tucker, for inviting me.
So there are an estimated 2 million Salvadorans living in the United States.
Maybe a little more.
Maybe more, and more coming now.
Yeah.
Why do you think so many people have moved from this country to the U.S.?
Well, it's obvious. I mean, our country has failed to provide two basic things, which are the two main drivers of immigration, which is the lack of economic opportunity and the lack of security. Most people doesn't want to leave their country.
Right.
They like their culture, they like their food, they like their weather. I mean, it's their country. They have their family members here, their friends. Most people leave their country because of two main reasons. And those are the two main reasons. And if you add up the civil war we had in the 80s, well, that was the main driver at the beginning. And then you have people, that have cousins over there, and then the cousin says, oh, come here and you'll find a job here. And there's relative security based on what you have over there and what you have here. And so those are the main drivers of immigration. Our country has failed to provide security and economic opportunity, so people leave.
So, but if the richest country in the world says, if you cross over the border, we will give you free healthcare, free education, all these benefits, I mean, that's a draw, isn't it?
Of course, it's an incentive. I mean, everything in life is pros and cons, right?
Yes.
So you have, for immigration, you have a con that probably you don't know the language, or you have to, the journey is a difficult one. You may die in the journey. But if in the end you will receive a lot of things, of course, the pros go up and the cons go down. So it depends. It's an incentive game here. And for example, if here in El Salvador we have better jobs and better security, it's less of an incentive. And you can see it in the numbers. We haven't changed the country 180 degrees in 2 years. In 1 year and 9 months, we have been in government, of course. But if you see the numbers 2 years ago, and you see the numbers now, immigration from El Salvador has gone down. And it's a couple of reasons, but one of the reasons is that we have improved security by 75%. I mean, the homicide rate has gone down by 75%, and the violent crimes have gone down by 75%. And economic opportunities are a little better than what they were before, 2 years ago. And there's a little more hope here that the future is going to be better. So that lowers the numbers. That's why you have caravans of 10,000 people going out of Honduras, and you don't have any caravans going out from El Salvador. But 2 years ago, El Salvador was bigger than Honduras in immigration. So you have incentives and drivers here, like I told you before, economic opportunities and security, and you have incentives over there. What you will find at the border, and what you will find inside, and with law enforcement over there.
Losing energetic, risk-taking people is obviously bad for your country. You want to keep people like that here. Do you resent the fact that the United States has offered all these incentives for people to leave your country and go there?
No, I would never resent that. But I just think that for a country, it's not profitable to get the people out. First, it's immoral. I mean, you need to provide for your people, right? That's the moral issue. But you also have an economic issue. If you send your hardworking people and your talented people and people that want to work and want to risk it just to go and work, you want to keep them here because those will be the drivers of your economy. You don't want them there so they could send a remittance, which would be a small portion of what they will earn and what they produce. You want them to produce here. But you're talking about problems that have been there, and not only in El Salvador, but in a lot of countries in Latin America for the last 4 decades. And this immigration thing is just feeding on dependency on immigration on the countries that drive it. So it's not good for the United States, and it's not good for El Salvador. The best thing for both of us is to keep our people here and to provide for our people right here in our country. And that's what people here want.
Yes.
So at the end, it's not, I won't resent it, of course, but I think that it's better if we can keep our people here. That's our job. And morally, that's the thing we have to do.
Explain quickly, if you would, what you just said is not good for the United States to become dependent on immigration. What do you mean by that?
No. Latin American countries, if you don't provide for your people economic opportunities, if your economy is doing bad, if your security is doing bad, people are gonna leave, and they're gonna go and try to find a rich country, right? They're not gonna leave for Guatemala, right? They're gonna try to go and leave for they want to go to the United States. So that makes these countries dependent on immigration, because you become a net exporter of people. You're not exporting products or services. You're exporting people. So that makes your economy dependent on that, because then those people send money back to their home countries, which is not a good economic formula, but it makes the economies dependent on that. So when you keep these countries depending on that, the economy is like a vicious cycle. So it's bad for the United States because immigration will go up, and it's bad for our countries because people leaving the country will go up as well. So it's bad for both of us.
Smart.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.